makes you larger. This is exactly the opposite of what I need right now, but this is our chance for redemption. This is so horrible. This is a horrible assortment of pills.
Ooh, we gotta go fast.
Now the last run ended, man. Finish off with a low gear. Yeah,
Oh,
it might be several months.
interesting.
This is much easier. Alright, that was not a good
Hemolac?
We do still have Darkutis. Like, this was the last floor on the select screen, which scares me. Because it might mean that I bumped it up, but I don't think I bumped it up. If it's been bumped up, it's a result of the reroll room, I think. Not my own mistake, of course.
So many interesting things.
God, I'm glad we got the baby's only friend. It's still, like, this challenge is still interesting. It's just a little bit less punishing. And then we're actually able to use Bob's Brain for its damage quite effectively, to be honest. Even actually, we're using Bob's Brain for like crowd control. Like an enemy gets too close to us, we're like, hold up, Bob's Brain, can you go take care of that? Bob's Brain's like, I literally do exactly what you tell me. So, you know, why even ask, you asshole? I'm like basically your servant here. And I say, oh, Bob's Brain, you can't talk. This is a conversation that's happening entirely in my imagination right now. Shouldn't have stood there, probably. I hope that we're not just walking around in circles here. I mean, I know these are unexplored rooms, but I hope we're not just doing like a ring around the origin of the map, because it'd be a pretty silly way to like maximize your chances, while in reality you minimize your chances to get the boss in time. Well, we did find our boss, obviously, so now I'm just trying to find a convenient segue to get off of the tangent that I was on. Landing shots. Mom is dead. Easy fight. We're not gonna fight the Hush. Not on the challenges. Unless we're like 300% sure we're gonna live. We're not fighting the Hush for fun. I bought the Hush on that last daily. Didn't even give me any extra points. You thought I would get through a full daily video without complaining about the points? I don't think so. I'm mostly impressed that we're actually gonna get through a whole video that contains a daily and 2 challenges. Emperor. That's surprising to me. I think in this case, like, I mean, first off, that's a lot of content. I mean, mostly it's because we died pretty early twice in a row, but, still. And I'm gonna have it done before the NLSS has to get started, although I'm sure people are like, what the fuck is the dog here? The show starts in 14 minutes. It's, you know, he's up there. We don't have to write a script or anything. Empress is better than the Devil card for us here, I think, because it actually gives us more Babylon, which means that we get the speed upgrade. Which is something that's kind of been haunting me like this whole run. It's just a serious lack of speed. We only got hit once, and we got our spirit card back, so I don't mind that. We have so much invincibility for the Isaac fight. We have an orbital. Okay, we do not have an orbital anymore, actually. But we have so much survivability, invincibility, a second left hand. That's pretty important, I think. Not to mention the damage that we have and the Bob's Brains, but mostly it's going to be a set it and forget it kind of extravaganza, I think. Got a Moon card. And this will be it, and this challenge is over. It's not mathematically impossible for us to lose, but considering I never have to worry about hitting Isaac, we should be completely fine. I'm not sure if the Empress will help us out at all, but maybe it'll make our spiders do more damage, so we'll only spawn them after we pop the Empress card, just to make them a little bit more valuable. And we'll dodge, we'll try to land the Bob's Brain shots just to, you know, keep the poison effect on. You know, do the crowd control whenever we can. Drop some bombs in on the middle. This is over. And it was an easy challenge, and it was a fun challenge. I'm still a little salty over the fact that I botched the first opportunity on it so hard. It really should have been much easier than I made it look, but some bad luck compounded by some truly terrible damage. My keyboard kind of froze there. Caused us some problems. But there you go, that challenge is done. I'm assuming 2 new pills unlocked. We'll see. Oh, we're actually doing the chest. And that means we've kept the left hand. That's terrifying. Why did I think that we were only going to the cathedral? I guess the cathedral would have been a cross, right? Not the Polaroid? Oh, shit. Well, if I'd known that, which I should have, there's nothing like finishing or getting close to the end of an Isaac episode and realizing you made a mistake in logic like 45 minutes ago. But anyway, now that I know this, if I had known it earlier, obviously we would have drop the left hand in advance. Instead, my brain just had no chance that time. It fucked itself, but boy, did it get fucked. On the bright side, and there are bright sides to be had here. Still got HP, still got great damage, still got a respawn in case things just completely go terribly. And of course, we've still got these beautiful Bob's brains here if we ever find ourselves in times of trouble. Bobby B, comfort me, saying words of wisdom. Bobby B. Probably don't need that bomb. Let's just ignore it it's a confidence play. By ignoring that bomb, it sends a subconscious message to my brain that we're strong enough to win this. Now, as Dark Judas, we respawn with 2 HP, but we don't respawn on the same room. If possible, I would really, really prefer to not become Dark Judas. I would love to just have that item sit and do nothing until the game ends. Okay, that's good dodging. A lot of the dodges I've missed have been pretty soft. Dodges I definitely should have hit. Great stuff. We get a battery charge, which could be surprisingly important. This is bad. Like, that is just, I don't know what to do. Our speed is so bad that I actually just can't get out of the way of that. Maybe we could drop a bomb in advance. Try to sort it out. This is a room where we may get hit. I think we should just accept that and not freak out if it happens. You know, panicking is what kills way too many Isaac runs. People go, oh, I can only get hit one more time. And as soon as you think that, you're already dead. We killed the room, and we've got a Spirit Heart. We're now Dark Judas. We didn't get any more Spirit Hearts out of it, which is incredibly disappointing to me. But yeah, basically, just don't panic. We still have 2 hits. We've won runs like this, you know, 100 times before in the past. I really do not want to do this challenge again. Right now, maybe in the future I'd consider giving it a shot, but we're so slow that we almost didn't get out of the way of the first Brimstone attack from the bloat there, which is pretty sad. But we have found our boss fight. In advance of the boss fight, we do owe it to ourselves to look for a secret room. We found it. I don't like that. I don't like what I'm hearing right now. Okay, that should be it then. So we get more flies. No Spirit Hearts. Balls of Steel though, okay, it's all forgiven. Pretty fly. I'll take Tiny Planet, fuck it. As long as it doesn't make Bob's brain shoot in a weird direction. We should be completely fine here, but I'll admit, it got a little touch and go. I took the addicted pill as well. Just, you know, basically here's my thinking. If I'm addicted to this pill, taking it should give me a brief stat bonus right now because I've been in withdrawal for a while. It's probably a terrible way to think about addiction, but at the same time, I'm really a little desperate for a win on this one, but we're definitely going to make it happen here. Well, that was a bit of a wild one. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it in spite of my ineptitude. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. There's Stud Finder. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Blinding Lights, Rebirth, Afterbirth. You know the deal. I gotta be real with you, I've been playing like shit lately. It's, the daily challenge was the worst of it, but, losing on that Brains challenge I was not stoked about. I haven't heard anything about Friday. Looks like we got Rainbow Baby $3 bill. That's a fun start. Probably no item rooms if I had to guess. I've heard that Onan Streak is hard, and I've heard that the Guardian is bullshit. So, we have, after this one, oh my god, we have like 2020, or is that just our $3 bill effect for this room or something? Yeah, I guess it's just our effect for this room. After this, we might have just absolute nonsense forever, so we should prepare ourselves for the fact that this might be the last semi-leisurely challenge that we have. I am prepared for that. This will be a good way to get ourselves out of the funk, maybe. And I'm not talking about no Bruno Mars. We gotta, you know, start playing better. Because it's not even the challenges, man. It's like, you know, beating the Lost Greed Mode stuff is gonna be just a goddamn nightmare. So I've really got to start nutting up, basically, which is a very rude way of saying playing a little bit better, with a little bit more care. Again, like it says no,
okay.
No item rooms on this run, and that's absolutely a-okay. Starting with $3 bill and Rainbow Baby is probably a little bit better than your average starting item rooms anyway. Well, let's go see what our boss fight is like. I will explore just to make sure, but
well,
that's what I'm thinking right now is probably going to be the way that she goes here. We got Proptosis for this room. I hate that it still
Just give me
plays the
the
boss. Ending music gives me that, like, you know, serotonin release before the enemies are actually dead. Somehow we didn't get hit there. That's incredible. And 2020 temporarily is huge. Let's try to break the TNT. We have broken the TNT. And we have broken the TNT again. Bad for business. That's alright. We're not going to get hit here unless we make a colossal mistake in the final moments. We'll pick up a HP upgrade. Well, not HP upgrade, but a Tears upgrade with some HP associated with it. And we'll take some opportunities here to check out what else we got going on. Probably we'll get that Tinted Rock for free, which is amazing. And inside of our curse room, we got another little bit of extra HP, which makes this worthwhile. Admittedly, I was gonna walk over the spikes to open those chests, but I actually don't think that that's relevant anymore. We could maybe use bombs to push them out, but I think we should just chill out, basically. So far, this seems really good. We're going to Mom's Heart. That's an icon that I won't misinterpret, hopefully. Pretty confident that one's gonna be Mom's Heart. Golden Bombs, eh? Became super Canadian temporarily. It's one of those things you would have liked to have known about maybe a little bit earlier on the floor, because I'm not really that invested in using like too many bombs to try to get other advantages, but we might as well pick up, you know, whatever money is available now. We'll definitely try for our other secret room, and we might as well get these chests now that we can do so for free, unless we make a colossal mistake. And then it's actually opened up what appears to be a crawl space for us as well, where we'll be picking up Demon Baby. Not a bad haul, considering it's completely for free, when we were going to be doing this anyway to get something else, so I will take it. Oh, it's Rainbow Worm that's causing the worm effects. I didn't even look at that, but obviously that is it. Okay, let's get that. We get a bomb. Oh, no. There we go. We got a bomb and a penny for that one. And this one is like a colossal amount of money. Enough to make our first shot actually worthwhile. So we're still doing fine on time. I mean, we don't have to do a boss rush to beat this challenge or anything like that. So let's come back and we will see what's going on in here. I think that that's okay. At the same time, I'm kind of like, well, let's take this too. The moon. Sure. We'll use that on our next floor. At the same time, I'm kind of like, maybe we should just keep the Rainbow Worm trinket, because it's kind of in the spirit of the challenge, but, you know, if we can get a better trinket, that's fine. I very rarely use Mom's Box as an item, so, we didn't. The phrasing there was not really where it should have been, and I apologize. Let's check for our secret room, probably right here. Tapeworm is a good trinket, but it's not as cool as Rainbow Worm, so I'm going to ignore it for now. And we'll head down to our next floor, feeling very, very good about the way that this looks. I left the spirit on the ground. This bad dude who doesn't care about anything. So our burning basement and curse room moon card. We were extraordinarily fast there. I don't know what was happening. And moon card. That is a lot of money. Why are we so fast occasionally? I don't know what's causing that, and it's freaking me out a little bit. Maybe it's a Rainbow Worm effect, although I don't imagine it is. So he farted himself to death. That's how Orson Welles died. Okay, Little Horn. Keep yourself as far away as is possible. This guy's been killing me a lot lately. He was one of the reasons we died on our last Brains run, if I remember correctly. So if I could just not give in the satisfaction, I would be much happier. We'll take our damage upgrade. We will probably take both. Yeah, I don't see why we wouldn't take both in this situation. Goathead is great, and Rotten Baby, also great. You thought maybe I was going to say good enough? No way. It is great. Oh, we can't replace our trinket, so Mom's Box is actually a useless item here. So we threw 15 cents down the drain. We have 30, so I'm not going to be too beaten up over it, but maybe I should be. Get a lot of trinkets on the ground anyway. I guess we'll take the candle, and probably the compass, and then we'll just go. I know there's a double key room, but what do we care? Wouldn't we care about going to the mini-boss fight? You're not going to let me get trinkets? Then fuck you, game. We're going to speed through you. We will fight this mini-boss, though, because they're right there. Double of the worst part of Ultra Pride. That's an annoying fight. And apparently he's immune to blue fire. In actuality, I probably missed, but felt like he was immune with me. Alright, we can't pick it up anyway. How quickly they forget. If I could open that, I would, but I can't. I really feel like, at the risk of setting myself up for failure, this seems kind of unlosable right now. Like, the worst things that we can get with $3 bill, that looks really cool, by the way. The worst things we can get with $3 bill and, well, specifically $3 bill are better than what we would have vanilla, most of the time. Maybe you can say different things about Hive, or not Hive Mind, but Fire Mind. But for the most part, $3 bill is like a flat upgrade versus what we could have otherwise had. Rainbow Worm is a little different. Sometimes Rainbow Worm's going to be annoying. Yeah, okay, well, let's re-roll our whole run every single floor. It sounds like a good time. It sounds like it's being sarcastic. I'm not. I'm so in. Already we got like non-stop technology and chocolate milk. What in the world was that? Can we talk about the bending of the laser here? Also, we're doing a... What is this? Okay. Do we actually have Death's Touch? I'm a little confused, but I'm with it. I'm in for it right now. We have Strange Attractor? What's bending these enemies? It might have just been Fear Shot looking a little funny. This one's freaking me out a little bit. I love it! We still got the $3 bill effect. Just way more damage, but this is a little bit of a scary one. I keep looking at this Twitch chat for comments. There's not going to be any comments there. I'm doing this run for YouTube. Wow, no second single room there. It's Mega Maw. You know what? Damage isn't so amazing that we can't benefit from a little, blue candle love. Easy run. No deal with the devil. I'll take Jesus Juice. It doesn't matter because when we head down to the next floor, it's all going to get re-rolled anyway. On the next floor, we got some Tiny Planet action here. Okay, yeah. I mean, this looks weird. Let's just be real. Unlike the D100, we can't just get a battery charge and make our problems go away, so... this is a Strange Attractor Tiny Planet. That's not what you look for on a reroll usually, but the good news is we'll get it out on an easier floor and then it won't fuck us forever. Plus our damage, I think, is actually quite good. It's just the whole Tiny Planet-y aspect of it that's a little annoying. But for the most part, I find Tiny Planet a fun item, so I'm not going to sweat it too much. I'm happy we've had an opportunity to use it on this run. And let's see what we've got going on here. Spirit Hearts, not Spirit Hearts. So, it would be in our best interest to not take damage if possible moving forward. Good looking as well right now. I'm trapped. Tiny Planet, save me. Tiny Planet! It's such a long walk! Tiny Planet! I've got to hit both buttons, or I can just bomb my way out. I gotta wait for, like, Loki Baby to sort us out here. Holy Christ, this room. That was the worst. I still feel like missing out was the right choice just from a humor standpoint. I know I called this run unlosable. It's always, like, unlosable, caveat, unless we re-roll our whole run. That's just, like, that sunders any and all expectations. In a good way, I think, for the most part, but... Certainly I wouldn't claim that this is unlosable. We can always just re-roll into the worst, like, soy milk run of all time. Hopefully that does not happen, though. Good stuff. Just stay far away. That's probably the most advantageous way for us to stay in the game here. That's full health. I'd be thrilled. Probably won't be. I'm basically gambling on this guy to get HP. Oh, okay. He did give us HP, but basically I just wanted an HP container to survive to the end of the floor, but... Giving me the red heart is almost as good. Not quite as good, but it's almost as good. I like the tier that makes enemies super small just because they look so high def. I think it's the, like, blue outline tier. Alright, inside of our shop here. Sure, and probably a Spirit Heart as well to keep us going. Obviously, Deal with the Devil is kind of like a little bit lower on my priority list now, just because it's not going to be plausible to get it. Taking a battery charge, or battery baby, just because the more items we have, the more items, you know, we could potentially roll into something incredible with Missing No. So, if we do get a Deal with the Devil, I plan to go pretty hard on taking it, as long as we could, that, again, did not necessarily come out right from a phrasing standpoint, but that's okay. It's Gurneys. First shots in the air, and then just fucking hide. I'm super happy that we have invincibility, by the way. May keep our meager Deal with the Devil hopes alive here as we get through this. We didn't get a Deal with the Devil, and that's okay. We'll head down to our next floor, waiting for the reroll of the century to save us here. Magnet, nails. This is our soy milk run, isn't it? Yes, it is. Soy milk, mysterious liquid. Yo, we're actually doing a lot of damage with this run. I know we have the tumor transformation, and that has a tendency to stick around. Not really loving our Cricket's body range here, I'll tell you that much. Probably should use, use our actual item for that. You know what? No, Self. I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of not picking up that penny. I can't believe that teleporter. That's so nice, of course. I do... Yeah, that's soy milk up in the top right of our items there. I mean, soy milk with an insulator is not bad. Our insulator here is obviously our blue candle, because it means that, you know, it works irrespective of what our damage on our tiers is, so I'm happy with that. Nails, they seem okay. Seems like a slightly worse Death's Touch, maybe, but I haven't really had the chance to analyze them outside of, like, gimmicky runs. You know, especially D100 runs. It seems like the nails show us up all the time. This guy's in the fucking car wash. Oh, we do have rubber cement, maybe. Our shots are bouncing off the wall. At least some of them are. I don't know fully what's causing every single interaction there, but life goes on. Can't really see what I'm doing. It's like Splatoon, you know, we're just painting the ground here. But he's getting the job done. You can see the comments. Daddy plays Splatoon. I've played a little. Mostly I've watched Kate play. I'm really bad at it, which is probably something that will not surprise you, but is the truth. I think because I don't care about Deals with the Devil as much as normal, we might as well check this out to start with. Yeah, man, we'll take Cursed Eye here. Shit on this run, but we'll reroll into a different item, although now that I think about it, I'm like, wait a minute, doesn't Cursed Eye stick with you after you curse yourself? It may or may not stick with us. Let's see if we can swing like Boss Rush or something with a teleport card. Well, if he doesn't want to pop up, that makes my life much easier. And the damage from what we're putting out here is not bad at all. It's exactly what I wanted to happen, except I wanted a teleport card to show up as well. Come on, come on. That actually worked. It took a long time. You know what I'm learning is that our damage is highly dependent on what our actual tier effect is for any given room. So I'm going to the shop here just to see if we can get something to keep us, you know, going here. I don't know, maybe another Spirit Arm would be in order. Don't think we've taken red heart damage on this floor, not that it's too relevant. We can also just fight greed if you're interested. Let's just look to this as like burning off a shitty tier effect so we can have an awesome one for our boss fight here, whoever it is. War. Oh, Tiny War. At least we have Death's Touch as our $3 bill tier effect here. I don't think I did anything. I swear he did 4 loops there. That's not the normal, you know, war strat. Beautiful damage. I still think we could have gotten through this without taking damage. I just bunged it up a little bit. And ball of bandages. Thanks for your great service on that floor, but you're about to get re-rolled. Okay, we're on the long fight. This is what I like to see. Admittedly, you know, tumor transformation makes lasers a little finicky because they shoot out from all different directions, but, you know, I'm assuming our damage here is not terrible. Actually, the angled laser can actually be pretty vicious here. Oh, that's ideal. I don't know what exactly is causing this. Usually there's like a Monstrous Lung kind of thing going on. But I think maybe Monstrous Lung actually does work like this with the Technology one. Shooting out in all different directions. Maybe like a Loki's Horn as well? I don't know. You can see some of the items we have there, obviously, like Sack Dagger, Little Brimstone, Mini Mush, etc., etc. It's okay. It's not I mean, I'd be happy sticking with it because it's novel, but from like a pure damage perspective, I would like to up our damage a little bit if possible, but, you know, it's not bad, it's not unwinnable for sure. Very, very slow rate of fire on this room, which probably means a good $3 bill effect. Oh, I completely whiffed there. Okay. We're going to be very fast. Like, we're going to be fast enough to get the boss rush. The question is whether or not we want to do it. And as with most challenges, the answer is hell no. But if we can get in there and teleport out, then there's nothing wrong with that at all. this floor, I think we'll just try to keep our Spirit Hearts alive. I think even though we'll lose the Cancer item, I think the Spirit Hearts stick with us. Don't quote me on that, but we'll probably find out pretty soon one way or the other. This is like our ideal pickup here, is the #1 $3 bill effect. We'll just try to use Sack Dagger, and it mostly got the job done. There's options, again, we might as well take because it's just going to leave us soon anyway, so, you know, might as well take it and get an extra item out of it, I think at least. That's my methodology here. And, we also just got the Fool, so we can take something from Boss Rush, and then again, it'll leave us immediately, but, that is A-okay. Maybe it'll be replaced with something even more useful. And Sack Dagger is going to allow us to kill Mom easily. I mean, like, at this point, we're feeling pretty good. What makes this run not unlosable is the idea that we could just, you know, reroll on the Mom's Heart floor, or even an earlier floor, but the one I'd be most worried about is the last floor, because it's probably going to be the most difficult. Just reroll into a run that's just super hot shit, which is always possible. Again, why not, right? Take a little bit of this. Take a little bit of this. The Guppy items, the persistency of them stays at least. I don't think we need any more Spirit Hearts right now. That's a little too risky for my blood. How to jump. An item I've never seen before. Magic Mush. Speed upgrade. We gotta take the item we've never seen before, right? #2. Oh, I've seen this. It's kind of bad. Occasionally you poop. And you might poop, I think you poop butt bombs. But it's gonna get rerolled anyway, which is why I was like, Magic Mush, reroll it, whatever. Who cares? Let's see if we can get an Emperor card out of this. Oh my lord, we got a World's card and a Chariot. Not a Black Market, but the World card we'll definitely use on the next floor. I mean, we only have 2 floors left, we don't have to save too much for the future here. 2 crawl spaces accidentally in one run is awesome as well. Let's take our World card. This was the right way to go. I'm excited to see we've only got 2 more missing no rerolls left. I'm assuming that as long as the last one is not terrible, we should be okay. I don't know about this one. Is there an Ipecac involved here, or is this exclusively Shielded Tears, Mysterious Liquid? This doesn't seem that bad. That doesn't seem that good, but it doesn't seem that bad. We have Glitter Bombs, which will occasionally give us consumables. And of course, the Glitch Baby, which I still don't really understand, but that's okay.
Really
looks like
did
we have
that.
Cricket's Body. I don't think we can get Cricket's Body. Maybe we can get Cricket's Body from $3 bill now that I think about it. Oh my god. We should use the World card. And that means we got it as well. Let's work our way up here, because we do want to go to our first room. These Glitter Bombs could give us consumables. That one did not, though. Probably don't need the money. But we are looking for Guppy items if possible. Oh, we have a bubble friend. I see. AWAS ring. It's a little bit of a weird one. I mean, I guess we could AWAS this floor and just immediately head down to the next one. But I kind of want to fight the boss. I don't see a great reason not to fight the boss on this one. Oh, stay far back. It's okay. They're more afraid of you than you are of them. Daddy Longlegs will finish the job if nothing else. And I bet if we hustled on this one, we could have had a chance to beat Speed. Oh, I'm so scared of the fact that Speed is still alive in our game and coming to get us. The Red Hearts, this is our boss fight. Our damage kind of sucks. It's kind of like that technology one from a little earlier. It's like, if our $3 bill effect is good, we're good. If our $3 bill effect sucks, we kind of suck. But $3 bill changes 4 times per room now, I think, so. Get into my pickle zone here. Phrasing. Little blue candle shot, and how would we deal with the devil? But a golden heart like gives us money when we get hit. I think we just head down to the next floor. Probably use the AWAS route and just see what happens. Maybe we can take it to the cathedral. That'd be a little funny. We got the Mom transformation, like anti-grav, and some other wacky stuff going on here. You know what? I've decided I don't like this transformation very much. We're gonna go to Shoal. For no reason. We're gonna go fight Satan instead. How does this run look? Well, now we have the actual Mom's Knife and Tech Point 5. So this looks awesome. And I do not regret this decision one bit. And that's not like when people were like, yeah, you know, I fucked up pretty hard in my life with no regrets. No, this one is like actual no regrets, because our final part here looks way cooler than what we originally started with. Now, Mom's Knife and Monstro's Lung do synergize now. It's going to make our charge time, like, disgustingly long, but we will have, like, multiple knives that we can shoot out. It looks like it synergizes with Tech X as well. I love the occasional tier effects we're getting from Rainbow Baby as well, and how they affect the look of Tech Point X. It's a really cool run. We're obviously going to win unless something catastrophic happens, and it was a fun one. Not really, like, anything to do with the challenge except having Rainbow Worm and, you know, them not succumbing to my request to change it, but, Skybombs, you got some kind of, maybe just Pyro, but, this was a really fun run. I'm not afraid to say it, and you shouldn't be either. Not because of the challenge, but just because, you know, people like you. Thank you. No one like you. I go weak from the nights with you. Man, if we just spam the shots, they come out looking real funky. Where is our Tech Point X here? There we go. I guess we gotta charge it up a little bit more than I was. And I hope we find this Satan fight soon. These shots are looking real cool. Actually, Tech Point X is quickly becoming one of my favorite items for synergies in the game. It just looks so cool when it synergizes with stuff, which is not always, but it's very often, actually. Let's try to put a bomb here. We're done with this challenge. We're not going to fuck it up so hard against Satan that we just completely eat shit here. So, good run, and we'll get on to the challenges that people have said are, like, genuinely bullshit and actually incredibly frustrating. I'm kind of excited. You know, it's a new era. Figure out what these ridiculous challenges actually look like. Well, every single Mom's Knife shot here is like half of Satan's HP, which is a little confusing for someone who's hit him like 8 times here to still be in trouble. Wait for the feeds. Great stuff, we're done. That was actually a surprisingly easy Satan fight, and that'll be the end of this challenge. Easy one. I don't know what we unlocked there. Looks like we unlocked a D8. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It was a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northern Live Place, Finding Wise Afterwards. We're going to try to do the daily. It is Tuesday. I don't want to talk about yesterday's daily. Is this a Lazarus start? Kind of looks like the geologist dude from Prometheus, but I'll take it. I'm going to try to do it. I say try because it is a Tuesday. Oh, it's Eden. Okay, it is a Tuesday, and Tuesday means it's Steam's maintenance. So we could run into problems here, but there's our starting items. We got the Pokeball, we got Anti-Grav, and we're going to take our pill. It's infested. That is absolutely fine. This is not necessarily a poor start. I think I just captured 4 flies in my Pokeball. Midas Touch as well, huh? 4 flies. By the way, I'm sure that there's probably gonna be 100 comments about how I say freaking Pokeball weirdly. I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I'm gonna try to focus less on complaining about daily, more focused on just doing it because I've been getting complaints about it, and I'm not proud of my performance on yesterday's daily. Kate smoked the shit out of me on it. She got all the way down to the womb, and apparently, like, what happened on yesterday's daily is there was like a tiny planet Mom's Knife that ended up messing up a lot of people, but even just having Mom's Knife, man, makes me feel like I missed on an awesome chance for a really excellent daily. But hey, that's life, man. Somebody's got to pad out the bottom of the leaderboard in order to make other people feel better, and that can be me if that's okay. Hopefully, I just stop playing like complete shit, though. Obviously, what we're hoping for here is invincibility. Seems like invincibility could allow us to get a lot of money and make the run exceptionally easy, which is awesome from a point standpoint, obviously. I'm maybe going to slow down a little bit on shooting fires. Poops, I think, are a little bit more viable, but fires, whatever. Alright, so we got the Pokeball. We're going to throw it out here. I've created 1 fly. The fly is flying around, not really doing too much of anything. Starting to think I probably should have tried to capture perhaps a slightly better enemy. this one appears to not really be getting the job done, to be honest with you. This all being said, we do have a golden heart as well, and I believe a golden heart, well, it gives you money when you lose the golden heart. I can't remember if it acts as actual protection, though, or if it only gives you the heart, and also costs you the heart that you had before. So there you go, we've learned. It costs you the heart that you had before, but it does give you a lot of money. Okay, don't do what I'm doing here, this is very silly. At the same time, we should be fine from an HP standpoint. I'm still doing what I said not to do. It's a very much like do as I say, not as I do kind of moment here. We'll pick up some money out of it, and we will be able to go down to the next floor. We have no keys, but we do have bombs, so it's in our best interest. Allow me to fix this frame rate issue. I know exactly what's causing it. Steam Auto Updater is like, hey, you want to buy Black Ops 3? I don't have any problem with Black Ops 3 Steam, but I'm not particularly interested in purchasing it right now, at the very least. Minimize this as well, and hopefully that will help. Okay. Maybe just give it a minute. Sometimes it takes a second to sort itself out. I don't think we'll be able to get both keys, and I was incorrect. That's 2 keys for the price of 1. Let's check out our shop then, and I will buy a Spirit Heart. Now, this is a bit of a debatably poor choice, I'll admit, because I'd like to keep enough money to spawn an arcade if possible on the next floor, but my kind of contingency plan was find a secret room. Our secret room has been found easily, and it contains more than enough money. It actually contains a dangerous amount of money, because now I can go to our shop and maybe buy something else. But I don't want to buy... I think I do want to buy a blank card, actually. I was like, I definitely don't want to buy Magic Fingers, at least not yet, even though that can be really fun later. Which, Magic Fingers being fun later sounds a little dirty, but I'll not sweat my phrasing too much on that. But blank card is too good. Lots of awesome synergies. I don't give a shit about how it helps with score. You know, if you get a 2 of diamonds or something, maybe it'll help. But mostly it's just a really, really fun item to have. And I think we're past the point of dailies being... what am I trying to say? Curated, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I was never 100% sure that they were being curated to begin with, but I think we're past the point of them being curated if they were. So I'm not thinking that there's any, like, beautiful Pokeball synergy that happens later in this game. Later in this run, I should say. Maybe. If it did happen, I probably wouldn't even know what it looked like. So, I'm not feeling too, you know, I'm not gonna beat myself up over that, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna try just using blank card. Because sometimes when you just use your spacebar item, you get value out of it, you get points out of it, I should say. We saw it with Young Heart, but it might be because it just simulated picking up a red heart, which gives you X amount of points. I'm not sure, but I tried to use it to see if it would work. It didn't, so that is actually a load off my shoulders. I don't even worry about that nonsense too much. We're shooting poop here just in case we need to buy a key or perhaps another Spirit Heart. I don't think we'll need either, considering we're on the basement, but we'll try. I mean, we definitely want to make sure that we can go to our item room, which is absolutely going to work out unless we open a very bad Balls of Steel pill. Not Balls of Steel, Bombs of Key. But apart from that, we should be pretty much good to go here for this floor. Deal with the Devil's important. I would love to pick up Brimstone. I mean, I feel like a broken record a little bit, but I keep not getting Brimstone. It's a weird change of pace for me as someone who used to get Brimstone, you know, to the point where people complained about it, but now, I've only had Brimstone once in my entire Afterbirth career. It's been out for almost, well, like 2.5 weeks, I guess, at this point. And, it was on a run where I already had Mom's Knife. Let me get some of these dope Brimstone synergies I see people talking about, you know? Let me get Brimstone Rubber Cement. Let me get, Brimstone Epic Fetus, which apparently has a cool synergy associated with it that I wouldn't have expected. Would like a bomb, but I'm not gonna pay for it. Probably. God's Flesh. Shrink Shut. So I think it's the first time I've picked up this item. I've rerolled into it a lot, but I was always like, what's that weird mushroom on the side? Apparently it's God's Flesh. I don't want to know what part of God the mushroom cap comes from. That's something that's best left, you know, up to, you know, imagination, I suppose. But I'm happy to have the item. I don't know if it's good, but it looks cool. So that is pretty much my understanding of how that goes. I don't think we can get all of these, but we can try. We can, okay, I've just been colossally wrong about that. Now we're doing well on keys. We're obviously coming back in here with our bomb to open up this Tinted Rock and hoping for Small Rock. We got a golden chest instead that had a large assortment of keys in it, which I'm happy with. Basically traded a bomb and a key for 2 keys, so it was like a bomb for a key. No, wait, that doesn't work out. Ignore me for now. We also found our secret room. Secret room only gave us 3 cents. A little disappointing. Trying to get a little bit of a move on here because we're a little slower than I'd like to be for boss rush, but it's not horrible or anything like that. And we're just fighting Monstro, so if we're a minute behind, like leaving this floor, it's a little bit less relevant than if we're a minute behind, like really, really late in the game, because we got plenty of time to come back. We haven't gotten any really over-the-top offensive items yet, which is bad. But it also means that I shouldn't sweat like our splits right now, basically, because we should have an opportunity to maybe get an awesome Field of Devil item here. If we don't get one here, maybe on the next floor, maybe on the floor after that, etc., etc. So I'm not going to worry about it too much just yet. And if we can't do boss rush, then I'm going to, you know, I generally think that I play faster than most people. You might be watching this and saying, well, you don't play faster than me. That's also potentially extremely true. But I think I play faster than average, so if I don't make boss rush while trying to make boss rush, I'm assuming that most people are not going to make boss rush either. So from a score perspective, I'm not that concerned about it. It would be really awesome if this was Lump of Coal. You may have noticed I took the range upgrade. That's largely because I just don't want to worry about what fucking 20 points means for our run anymore. I'd rather just have the fun of picking up all the items, and that is not Lump of Coal. I won't pick that up because it just gives us no benefit. We'll head down to the next floor, feeling a little bit suboptimal about the way that it's going so far, but things can change. I will check this out right away, and we got the Pact, which is, you know, it might not always be the best idea to check out your cursor room right away, but I'm extremely glad that we did right here. This is going to not only speed things up for us, but also just be a pretty pivotal item if we end up having a winning run here. Nice dodge. One thing, instead of taking damage, I'm going to try to focus on, or instead, sorry, let me rephrase this. Instead of not taking items to min-max, I'm going to try to focus on not taking damage. And of course that's obvious, you know, whenever you do an Isaac run, you're like, you want to take as little damage as possible, right? But there, you know, you could put a little extra effort into not taking damage. You could focus on your dodges a little bit more. That one was probably not a pretty good example of that, but Bonies are notorious for shit like that. Because the damage penalty really makes like a pretty huge difference, or at least can make a pretty huge difference. Like, Kate got to this, yeah, I'll take a lot of fire. Kate got to the same level as me on a daily, and she beat the Hush as well. I think it was 2 dailies ago where we beat the Hush. We had like Super Mom's Knife or whatever on the. We were Kane, maybe, now that I think about it? I can't remember, but anyway. We got to the same level, and I beat her by 2,000 points because of the differences. Oh my god, he was just really tiny. I beat her by 2,000 points simply due to the differences in the damage we've taken. So I really feel like, you know, that's the equivalent of taking like 100 items that you quote-unquote shouldn't take. So I think that that's going to be a more relevant indicator of score. So if you know, put a little bit more effort into dodging instead of, you know, just ignoring items that are not necessarily doing gangbusters for you, I think that's going to be much better. See, not complaining about score, being very positive about the daily challenge, actually. I hate to, you know, jump to, I'll take this, even though it's just Fear Shot, but I hate to jump to rash decisions on things. If there's one problem that I have with the internet, and, you know, most people have more than one problem with the internet, so I consider this fairly fair, but if there's one problem I have with the internet, it's like read a headline, get super angry without actually reading the article, and then be like, this is my opinion and nothing can ever change it. And that's, you know, I feel like I might have been guilty a little bit of that with the daily challenges, being like, you know, I don't like this because this isn't the way I've normally played, and then, you know, you talk to other people who also have issues with the scoring system on daily challenges, and they're like, yeah, it's fucked up, rabble, 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 but, you know, I'm not saying I'm the biggest fan of the scoring system, but, I think that they bring more than they take away. Luckily, we got our secret room there. Like, I really like having the extra competition. We can push that TNT barrel. It's really just a matter of whether or not we want to spend the time. Time is a little bit of the essence. Oh my god, I fucked it up so bad. I'll tell you what, let's see if we can buy a bomb from our shop back here. I'd also want to buy a tarot card, so starter deck would be like a great choice if we could get it, maybe. Ooh, a little dangerous. We gotta check the card first. It's a card, 2 of clubs. So I think we'll buy this and this then. That seems like we basically just got it all worked out. I'm gonna use our bomb to get to the secret room. I thought maybe we'd be able to skirt around it, but no, we're still gonna need to use our bomb to get to the secret room. We got 3 cents out of that. Then we're gonna 2 of clubs. We're gonna blow up this guy and get some more money out of it, presumably. That's a nickel. And this is slowing us down to the point that I'm a little nervous, but I'm really happy to have the 2 of clubs here. That's obviously like 2 of clubs plus blank card is half a bomb every single room, at worst. At best, of course, it can give us, you know, exactly what we need at all times. We can get to 99 bombs pretty easily. So I will be a little silly about this, and we'll try to push this out of the way. Don't get hit by that fire. I would be very displeased with myself. And then we'll extinguish this. This might be a colossal waste of time, but it provided us with a decent number of benefits there, so I consider that okay. And we are going to be a little slower, you know, to be honest with you, like a lot slower than I'd like to be right now. Going to be about a minute and a half behind schedule for Boss Rush, which is kind of damning, but if we're not strong enough to do Boss Rush anyway, then we might as well take the time, right? Let's take our HP, head down to the next floor. It's about a minute and a half slower than I'd like to be right now, but we can still make this work. This is a double key room right off the bat. Interesting. I like it. I think we still use a bomb. And we're going to use a lot of bombs here. Just getting used to that. That is Infamy. Head of the Keeper for Penny Tears. This is where I warn you that, you know, if you're sensitive to, or if you're photosensitive, I should say, be careful. This is a crazy good room for us, because there's going to be a lot of, like, flashing lights on the screen because of these Penny Tears. But Penny Tears are really, really cool. I like them quite a lot, and I'm stoked to have them on this run. They also explode in money oftentimes, so this should mean really good things for us from a score perspective. Infamy, also a good pickup. Able, you know, I was kind of hoping that maybe we get something a little bit better than that out of our options there, but still, I'm pretty psyched about the way that room worked out for us. Dead Cat for 9 lives, that's awesome. We still don't have Deal with the Devil Precedent, so it may never end up being worthwhile for us. Except on its own merits, which are still pretty large, but that's okay. Again, I don't mind using bombs. I'm trying not to focus on getting to 99 bombs, and instead focusing on, you know, we can't go into our boss trap. Instead focusing on just having 2 bombs available whenever we need them. I think we'll try this. So far, these have been extremely good for us. Well, there we go. We're going to get to 10 bombs next time anyway. It's an extremely, extremely high-quality floor so far. We're still going to be short of our boss rush chance, but this floor should give us the opportunity to maybe make up some time, because we'll get a Deal with the Devil or a Deal with the Angel. If it's a Deal with the Angel, I guess maybe we can fight the Angel statue just for the chance to get more points out of it. I don't know if you even do get more points out of it, but this is roughly the time where I'd like to be leaving this floor to guarantee us the best chance possible for boss rush. But hey, if we get an Emperor card, that's also incredible for us here. I just love the way that those Penny Tears look, man. Even if they're not 100% incredible always, they look so cool. So there we go. We got up to 10 bombs. Hopefully this is the right way. Blue map does give us a little bit of vision. If we could at least just not lose time on this floor, I'd consider that okay. Fruitcake, rainbow tear effects. That's very scary. Some of these tear effects are awesome, some of them are terrible. They just played the 2 of clubs effect, so I don't know why that happened, but it did. We used it last room. Okay, Blank Card Rune is obviously like a classic outcome here. Blank Card to Gauze. Where's this enemy? Fucking Fear Shot, man. Blank Card to Gauze is good. Blank Card Algas is good. Blank Card Onsus is good. Blank Card Mercanos, the worst of them. Blank Card Perthrow gives us the D6. So we will pop 2 of clubs, pop Onsus, Revision, and realize we're going the wrong way. Pop the Gauze, take Perthrow. Alright, I think this is the right way to do it. Even if we're not going to really be able to use it on this floor. So this is going to be, Boss Rush is going to be a real fucking challenge, let's put it that way. I don't really like our odds of getting to it. We're going to be leaving this floor maybe like a full floor behind where we'd like to be, and not really wanting to take the Emperor. I mean, if we got it, I probably wouldn't be mad. We'll go back to the If we got it, I probably wouldn't be mad. Boss Rush is so important from a score perspective, but a Sticky Bomb coin is really funny. Also the protagonist of Sleepy Hollow, if I remember correctly. Oh my fucking god, just die! Okay, again, stop taking dumb damage. Stop taking dumb damage. Just give me Mom's Knife, like right here, and we can make it. Why won't you die? You're still not dead! Okay, this is a full fucking tilt, full tilt poker right now. Just relax. And come back up here. Grab Perthrow. I can't wait till Full Tilt Poker starts sponsoring esports.
No idea
Man.
how much health I have.
This is your Full Tilt
But
Poker full
mission
tilt
accomplished.
moment. I think we don't use Perthrow. We shouldn't have even picked these up. It's just a waste of our points. But yep, Full Tilt Poker.
Mission accomplished.
Poker, I'll admit, but the theory is there. Okay, so I want Humbling Bundle. Good for consumables. We can come back here for batteries later if we need them. Because battery plus Perthrow could be really good for us. Let's become Guppy. If we can't become Guppy, that's okay as well. Let's get Mom's Knife. This is a great opportunity for us. This damage is obviously stupid. I'm an idiot for taking it, but you know, we're doing something here. Get it out before 16.5 minutes at least. Okay, we got Razor Blade, which is not good, but inside of our Devil Room. Instead, we got Contract from Below, which I do like, and then reroll at Sack Dagger. Oh, I think if we walk out and then walk back in, it'll just reroll into something random, so I don't like that, but we'll try it anyway. Please, don't burn me on this one. I became Guppy's Collar. We have to take it for the chance to become Guppy. We'll head down to the next floor. We're so slow. There's still a chance of that almighty boss rush. I think if we just absolutely do not make any mistakes like with the direction that we're going. And maybe if I could actually like hit enemies, that'd be pretty nice as well, but you know, you can't always get what you want, I suppose. Almost dead. Almost dead. Red chests are also like basically non-negotiable. One makes you small, infested. Tears Up, these are great pickups. Not sad at all. Humbling Bundle, Contract from Below, paying for themselves. I kind of hate it, but we gotta try. Yeah, it might fuck us a little bit, but we gotta give it a shot. I'm getting more and more attached to the idea that we probably won't be able to do boss rush here. And you know what? Life goes on. If that is indeed the case. I'd really love to, but we don't get to decide that 100% for ourselves, unfortunately. That was actually a very fast recovery on that room. If we skip the item room on this floor, I will. But if we have to, I should say I will. But I obviously didn't have to, which is even better. Lots of money. Loads of money. Glass Cannon. It still lowers you to 1 Spirit Heart, which I think means we can't take it, which means we should Perthrow. And we Perthrowed it into the fingernail shots, which I think is just going to make our shots much larger. I know Pupilla Duplex is actually like, you know, it's probably like some kind of terrible macular conditioning, or condition, not conditioning, but yeah, this is, I think it's okay. Again, photosensitive. It's not going to get any better from this point on, so, you know, be very aware of that. So we got to try for this. I think we got to try for this. I was hoping, obviously, for an Emperor card. I would get rid of Perthrow for it at this point. We're not going to be going to our secret room here. If you're mad at me for this, I'm a victim of circumstance just as you are. You know, boss rush is too many points to ignore, but we're getting to the point where, like, are we really going to make it to our boss fight in 1 minute on the next floor? I would hazard a guess that's probably pretty unlikely. And once it becomes impossible, that's when we'll be like, okay, slow down a little bit. Cool your jets. And we'll be smarter about our choices, knowing that we won't be able to get that, like, truly upper echelon kind of scoring going on. But we're building a very, very strong run here. I'm happy with the Pupilla Duplex for wider shots. You know, the bigger our hitbox is, the easier it is for us to hit enemies, which has been a problem with Fruitcake a little bit. Sticky bomb shot I should not have even been close to. Way too much damage. Way too much damage. Okay, no deal with the devil. I will take Super Bandage, though. We'll head down to the next floor. We got 1 minute. If we really, really push it, we might be able to get in there. I gotta go with my heart. My heart says second secret room is usually the way to get to boss rush. So we'll come this way. It's worth noting we have to do it. We also have to beat boss rush. But at least we're going to have the opportunity. And if we die, we still have a run here. So it's not as high risk as you might expect. I'm a big fan of that. Okay, it's a black heart. That's very helpful. We have our Perthrow rune. Doesn't matter what we take. We do need to beat Mom quickly enough. But it doesn't matter what we take when it comes to the negative or the Polaroid. I think one important strategy is literally just fire at all times. That way, you know, you have tears. No matter what direction something pops up, you're going to be able to get some hits in. Great stuff. Still on time. Look, it's not going to be with a lot of time to spare. I don't think we care about black powder. We gotta go into boss rush. So let's take this quickly. Made it with a second left. All right, we got the cancer item. We got infestation. We got mom's contact. And we got this thing which I don't remember, which could be amazing or it could be horrible. I think we just take the cancer item to be safe. But mom's contact is great as well. But I'd really like to have the extra spirit hearts for survivability's sake. And hopefully they'll give us a chance to reroll our deal with the devil. I recognize that this is probably a little bit of a cop-out, like the item I took here. And let's not ignore like the fact that we are going to be missing out on our item room as a result of this. And we missed out on our chance at that deal with the devil, or at least at the second deal with the devil item. I think it was the right decision on a daily challenge, but like definitely the wrong decision if you're not on a daily. But that's life. You know, the daily challenges, they're supposed to add some variety, and this is definitely variety. I should note, whenever we have permanent Polaroid invincibility, we also have Midas Touch, so if we can just walk into enemies, only when I'm invincible, not when they're frozen with mom's contact, but we'll get a lot of benefits out of that. Let's try not to just completely throw our HP away, if possible. Basically killed Mega Fatty with Midas Touch instantly. Sack Dagger would have been a good choice if we're going to run that strat, and I'm just taking even more damage. Again, my number one thing is really just making sure that we live here. If we live, I'm going to be stoked. If we die, I'm going to be a little pissed. But we will still be able to have a run thanks to 9 lives. So that was just a very clutch item for us to have. I can't believe Monstro 2 has lived this long, by the way. I'm starting to think that maybe Blank Card Algiz might have been the actual right choice, as a result of its ability to give us that Midas Touch whenever we need it. Well, not whenever we need it, but on occasion at least. Getting a lot of black cards as well. Don't fully know what's causing that, but I'm in. I would expect this boss rush to take a long time, by the way. Just get yourself prepared for that. Okay, Little Horn is dead. Please stop teleporting when I have 100 shots trained on you. Shouldn't have stood there, but we made it work. Come on, come on. I mean, it's the thing that is worth noting right now is our damage kind of sucks. Or at least it's not at the level you'd like it to be. I'd really like a teleport card so we can actually get out of here, check out our item room, check out our shop. You know, we've got the resources to make those work. And then come back and get our Perthrow Rune. So the Perthrow Rune is still pretty important. If I could go back in time, I really wish I'd just given myself like a little bit more, like literally if I'd given myself 10 seconds. So I could actually re-roll Black Powder into something else. Not that Black Powder is bad, but we're really kind of holding out hope for that one Guppy item, right? I would nope. Walk into him. If the war comes back quickly, we can walk into him as well. But either way, every time we get hit, we're picking up consumables, so we're making money and we're making points here either way. Especially with the existence of these red hearts, or the existence of these black hearts just showing up randomly is also excellent. One thing's for sure, definitely a much better daily than yesterday, because we're alive. You also don't get points for doing Hush, as we found out the hard way, so we're going to ignore that even if we make it in time for the Hush fight, which honestly is probably unlikely if we're being realistic. Okay, the float is the worst, so wait for him to jump is my thinking. Man, the Godhead shot. It's so wide that it just crushed his chances there. He took so much damage just being like in the range, the line of sight. That's awesome. I don't know, man. Maybe this run is curated. We do have a lot of money-themed items right now. I think it's fair to say that my plan of avoiding taking damage hasn't fully worked out. Of course, you know, best laid plans of mice and men and all that. Where is my enemy? Oh, whoa! Polycephalus just out of nowhere. Of course, I was standing there so the enemy didn't spawn on top of me, but that's not how it works in green mode. If you're the Lost and an enemy spawns on top of you, he just spawns on top of you, because that is life as the Lost. Come on. Come on. We all know that this one's gonna end exactly the same way. We can just get this guy to walk into our shots. He will take damage, because anti-grab is actually good like that. regular version of the Haunt should be completely fucked here. All we need to do is surround ourselves with tears. Basically do exactly the same thing right there. We'll just stand here. If we can take out Megamon in the meantime, that's awesome. I don't remember when Boss Rush ends. New Boss Rush, anyway, so one day maybe we'll sort that out. I honestly, like, I have no idea how many waves we've gone through, how many waves are left to do. That sucked right there. But pop up, there we go. Minus touch took him out. It's just a dark one. Charge us, please. Thank you. Get started on the next wave. Adversary's no joke. Little Steven, kind of a joke. Already dead. Somehow I didn't get hit there. Floor's looking real messy right now. What's great about this run right now is that we haven't actually lost more than like a half heart. I think that's actually literally what we've lost, is one single half heart. I mean, obviously we've been hit more than that, but from a net like loss standpoint, actually now we're probably in the clear again. Alright, so we got this is the Forsaken, if I remember correctly. I don't even know what I'm shooting at, to be honest with you, but I want to try to basically make these enemies kill themselves. Probably walked on some creep or something there. I don't know. I took damage again. I really thought I could get in there and kill the Forsaken before it got too damaging. Again, very poor damage. You know what happened there was one of my rainbow shots exploded in my face. Ah, they were done. Rainbow Baby, speak of the devil. We're going to throw that. And we throw it into Eden's Blessing. So next run, we get a random item. I have no idea what this is going to do for us. These are still giving us points, albeit not too many. Is it literally like 1 point plus the number of coins you pick up? You know what? Maybe we do. We don't want black powder. I'm gonna make a bold decision. I'm gonna throw it. I regret this decision immensely. I was thinking if we get a Guppy item, it'll be so valuable for us. I just missed a Tinted Rock there too. Well, probably. Well, where's our second secret room? It's down here, so I'm thinking this is probably where our boss is. Obviously, bad decision. Why did I do it? Thought we'd have a great chance of becoming Guppy, and also kind of thought like, well, we're not gonna use the first row that much anyway. We have one more boss item, one more deal with the devil, right? So I figured we'd take an extra crack at that one, and it ended up being a poor decision. I would not recommend that to friends and family. That being said, the loss of the first row rune, it shouldn't really impact our performance on this run. Oh, that was just terrible. We're only beating Mom's heart, so as long as we can live, it's a non-issue. That was very easy. Thank you. Guppy. Not Guppy, but much more survivable as a result. And we'll take these, and we'll take this and see what we got going on in here. Mr. Fred. Stand as far back as is humanly possible. Maybe we can get some pretty easy diagonal shots going here. I just want to make sure we're not in the range of his, like, actual creep buster. And he'll be dead. We did get a deal with the devil. Our deal with the devil is here, and it's Guppy. It is Guppy. Oh, okay, so we'll definitely take that. And you know what? I will take Matchbook just because maybe we can use the extra black card. But mostly I'm stoked for the flies here. This is how our run is going to end, basically. I don't really care about fighting Hush unless it's been patched. In order to make it so the Hush actually gives you points, at which point I would maybe consider it. I mean, we got the keys for it, but to be honest with you, I don't find the Hush that fun right now. I have been, and that's not me complaining, it's me stating my opinion for now, but I have seen some feedback. People were like, here's how you tackle the Hush. You know, shoot for a little while, stop shooting, shoot for a little while, stop shooting, etc., etc. Maybe that would, you know, if I actually put that to the test, that'd be better for us, but I don't want to risk dying on today's daily. I also don't know if we're even going to be able to make it to the Hush fight now that I look at it, you know? We're at 29 minutes already. I've chosen the wrong direction. I don't even know how you get to the Hush fight. I think it's under 30 minutes, so we might still have a chance, but, you know, anything can happen. We got potentially a lot of runes left over here. Apparently not. I really really also don't want to die 9 times against Hush. And maybe that's fallacious reasoning, but that is the way it feels right now. Alright, just line these shots up. This is already over. I'm happy we became Guppy. It happened a little later than I'd like, but that's okay. We don't even get the chance to fight Hush, so that's that. What is this, like a cattle prod item? I'm not going to pick it up because items cost us points, so we will just leave. We should probably pick up a penny, and these ones. And that'll do it for our daily today. I think we did okay. Rank is 124th, time is 802nd. 822nd. That's pretty great, actually. That's maybe our best time rank, because I usually shoot for score. And, that's up there in terms of the score as well. How did that happen? Larson, what happened, man? 852 is like dying on the first floor. I guess I can see that happening. You do only start with 2 HP. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Life. This is Binding by Scavengers. I don't know what order these videos are going to come out in, but we had a great daily today, so I'm feeling invested. I'm feeling like we got a chance at Onan Streak. I already know the gimmick of this challenge. We play as Judas. Every time we miss, we take a hit of LSD. No, that would be ridiculous. 3JS1TZQL. Every time we miss an enemy, we lose half of a red heart, I believe. So, we're going to use chocolate milk, and we're going to have an incredible amount of respect for accuracy. I don't really even want to test it unless I can find a red heart at some point that I can actually, like, take advantage of. Like, what happens if we shoot, fire? We still do not. It's only if our tear falls to the ground. That's fair. Got infested. Now don't miss. By the way, I expect that we will probably lose a couple of times on this challenge, and I think that's completely reasonable. I don't want to shoot at an enemy that can move. That seems dangerous. An enemy that's predictable, no problem. You know what might be an awesome upgrade here is, oh shit. What might be an awesome upgrade here is actually, yeah, I'm dead. Wider shots. We're gonna restart on this one. Like, expect some losses is what I'm trying to get at. I just want to point out, if I hadn't tried to fuck it up, we probably would have been fine on that Ragman fight, but whatever. What's done is done. We start with chocolate milk and just a lot of damage. Actually, starting with Sack Dagger is awesome as well. I was going to say this about Attack Fly, but having an orbital seems like a huge advantage because you don't have to shoot as much if you don't want to. I mean, you're still going to shoot sometimes to stay away from enemies, like the standard, like, rebirth or afterbirth logic still applies, you know, but being able to do stuff like that is actually really advantageous. There is a Tinted Rock back here. I think if we just stack up enough Spirit Hearts, use Sack Dagger, and play pretty well, we'll probably be fine. Admittedly, Onan Streak is one of the ones that I've heard a lot about, but it's not the ones that I've heard the most about. People always bitch about the Guardian, and people always bitch about speed, which I definitely understand the speed bitching already, but Onan Streak I've heard some complaining about, but not as much as those two. So I would be expecting that we'll have a chance on this one. That being said, it might also be one of those things where the first couple of seconds of it here, you know, are pretty easy, and then it gets very difficult as time goes on. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll just wait for that to take care of itself so I don't have to worry about it. It's also one of the runs where I'm sure if we start playing very, very mindlessly, we're fucked. You know, you take a couple of shots and then miss, and all of a sudden, oh, I went from, like, completely survivable to absolutely 100% fucking dead. So, we'll come back here. I think we do get item runes, so I would like to value keys, but I also value HP above all else. Luckily, oh my god, we could have just gotten this key anyway. There's a good opportunity to accomplish a little bit of both on that room. We got a bomb and another Spirit Heart out of it. Hopefully it's an enemy that's not so difficult that we can't just basically use Sacrificial Dagger, but we have Book of Belial in case we want to crank it up to the next level. Larry Jr. Larry Jr. is an enemy who could be a little annoying, but he's also fairly predictable when it comes to just landing a shot. Unfortunately, I'd also like to stand pretty far away so he doesn't accidentally hit me. That one we almost missed on. Oh, okay, there we go. Big miss. Big miss. Play smarter. That was a great diagonal there. We got Synth Oil. Let's get the hell out of here. Synth Oil, great item. Not sure how great it is when we don't really want to be shooting much, but hey, this is, you know, this is the situation we're in, so let's not complain about it. We have to be finished with the challenge at some point anyway. I already like this one more than Speed, just because it feels like you probably could make almost any run work. As opposed to Speed, where it's really just like, you know, not every run is going to have the chance to win. I've had people be like, every run has a chance to win, you just have to get Brimstone. Yo, not every run can have Brimstone, dog. Also, soy milk, it must be some kind of cruel joke that has showed up on our own on-street challenge. Thank God we don't have Curse of the Unknown, or we would actually be fucking dead right now. So, big ups to RNGesus for not completely fucking us. Did make our item room basically worthless, but life goes on, man. Just trying to use Sack Dagger as much as possible for now. Get these enemies to show up properly and pick up maybe a Spirit Heart. No Spirit Heart, but man, if we get Chaos, that would be interesting at least. Little Horn, an enemy that is notorious for teleporting. Sounds like a fun time. I don't give a shit about maintaining Polaroid invincibility at this point. It's oh, we hit the fire. Holy shit. It's really just all about maintaining our actual HP, and we did. Wow. Which will allow us to take a deal with the devil. Move. This is hilarious. Maybe Empty Vessel, because it can occasionally drop black hearts. Rest assured that I understand the problems with this as well. You know what? Then we should take Death's Touch as well. And I'm very interested to see, because we got Spirit Hearts back from that, but I'm very interested to see if Death's Touch means that we lose HP when we hit an enemy and our shot touches the ground after it hits them, because that seems completely fucked up if that's the case. As is right now, though, our shot is enormous. Okay, that's more HP, so I love it, although we will lose Empty Vessel as a result. This seems really good. Even though it seemed idiotic for a minute, we have incredible damage and an enormous tier that just completely fucks every enemy to death. So, I'm pretty happy with this right now, to be honest with you. I am not stoked about losing Empty Vessel on the next floor for basically no reason, but not no reason. But I shouldn't have done it, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. But this is really, really strong. Also, the fact that when we take damage or kill enemies, sometimes we'll get a black heart. Or no, Empty Vessel, sometimes we'll get invincibility. That's also really, really good. So we can just walk into enemies with Sack Dagger. There's our invincibility, and we're done. We get Jesus Juice, and you know what? We probably should go look for an item room. I'm so used to just going as fast as possible here, but yeah, getting an item room is probably more valuable. Now I'm like Guppy Spa, dog. Hook us up with Guppy Spa, we're in a great situation. I don't really want to go to the curse room because it's risky. I like also how our tier just kind of like slowly spirals out of us. Like it's the lowest like rotational speed on a Death's Touch I've ever seen, but that's still pretty sweet. Doctor's Remote, I don't see too much use for. We have 2 keys. We could go to the double key room. Just want to check and see if there's a secret room here, which there is, and then we're hoping for a bomb on it, which there is. We also got 2 keys on it, so we'll bomb our way into the curse room, where we will pick up nothing of value. And then our double key room is a very interesting situation here. I don't really want to reroll. I would do the floor again, though. Okay, let's reroll our whole run. What do we got going on now? Chocolate Milk Gimpy, number 2. I can't shoot yet. We have anti-grab. What do I always say, though? You know, you live by the sword, you die by the sword, man. Luckily, Chocolate Milk sticks around. Yeah, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. If we're gonna reroll some shitty runs into awesome runs, we should be content rolling some awesome runs into shitty runs. We'll take champion belts so we get a little bit of our damage back, hopefully. We didn't have Empty Vessel anyway. To be honest with you, I can't identify one of those items. The one in the exact middle on the right side. I don't know what that is. It makes it anti-grab, but hey, we'll find out. We'll find out sooner rather than later. We don't have Empty Vessel anyway, so we're not too pissed about losing out here. We probably do want to open those. I want to do the challenges like nobody else. And so far, I think we're doing a pretty good job of adhering to that. That was terrible damage. Holy Water getting the job done, though. Red chest with a fucking troll bomb. That's not what we need right now. We need some guppy items, if anything. Now with 4 bombs, we definitely have number 2. Is that a diaper? So it's number 2? I understand now. I wish I didn't, but I do. I think we should go do that mock or boss trap room. Okay, we're fine. I don't give a shit, by the way, about number 2. Also don't give a shit about a couple of our negative things we've got going on here. Like, actually, no, Juicy Sack is actually pretty good. I don't give a shit about losing Book of Belial, I guess, but I really want Deal with the Devil Precedent if we can swing it. God, I hate enemies that teleport, man. Oh, you know what? We will be able to use the dice shard on this very room to reroll Bob's brain, and maybe whatever's in here. No, it's Pinky Eye, which is fine. Just wait for you to jump. You know what? Let's reroll Pinky Eye as well. So we got Continuum Tears and an awful lot of stuff on the ground. Continuum, I have no idea, again, if this is good or terrible for us. That one was terrible. Gimpy also paid out with a Spirit Art for us right there. I can't tell what's happening, basically. But actually, number 2 was working out really well for us. This is my ideal fight. Even though I got hit, fighting against a stationary enemy is my idea of a good time right now. This did not go well, but at the same time we got Continuum, which maybe gives us a second chance. If, like, our first shot completely misses, we do have a second chance, you know, at it catching them on the flip side, so to speak. But I don't see this being super incredibly useful for us, but sure. Don't miss. Oh, God. A couple of these have been a little close. This has been awesome, though. I do like the idea that we basically just cannot not one-shot an enemy. Almost every enemy's dying in one shot. That's very freeing. It's a new gameplay style that I'm quite fond of, if I'm being honest here. I'm hoping we get some bug bombs, actually, to take care of these greed dudes, but honestly, the occasional spider is doing wonders for us as well. Monstrous Tooth is an item, and we don't have a spacebar item currently occupying our slot, so we'll take that. Occupying our slot may be a little bit of an awkward way to phrase that, but we'll move on nonetheless. So far, so good. I mean, I'd like to say that I think I'm pretty confident about this one, in spite of the fact that re-rolling our run did make it a lot worse, but anything can still go wrong. Let's see what we've got going on in here. Carrying Queen. Into a Tinted Rock. The dream is real. Yes. Yes, eat the butt bomb, Carrying Queen. I'm very thankful that Carrying Queen also doesn't cause us to take damage when we miss and hit her in the face. I thought maybe Onan Streak would work that way, which I'm extremely happy it does not. Surprisingly easy Carrying Queen fight. Deal with the devil? Yeah. Ah, you dick! Range of maybe don't care about, but Krampus fight, you know? I wouldn't mind a lump of coal. And then Krampus' head is usable here as a result of the fact that Monstrous Tooth is not that good. And lump of coal's probably better, though. Okay. We got our item room. We didn't get our shot, but we don't really care. Head down to the next floor before number 2 blows you up a little bit. I think number 2 is good if we can fly, so we can get out of the way of the shots more quickly. But sure, I think this is okay right now. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Not really stoked to be fighting enemies that fly around that readily. Number 2 almost screwed me a little bit there. This feels like a room where I'm comfortable with that happening. Stop moving! Oh, that's a miss. I was like, maybe if I get out of the room fast enough, it won't actually hurt. Beautiful. Enemies that move, man. If all enemies stayed still, the world would be a better place right now. For me, at least.
Ooh.
I just want to make sure. I do like the effect of the butt bombs is going to be great for crowd control. Just drop it like it's hot. Okay. That's like the most dated reference, but this life goes on. No Tinted Rocks that I can see. Let's fight our boss. Maybe we can get a cheap deal with the devil here. I mean, by cheap, I mean just like fast, I guess. This is an extremely quick boss fight. This floor must look a little interesting. Man, I hate fighting the Fallen. I didn't miss. Holy shit. We did it. We got Necronomicon. I think I'm happier with Monstrous Tooth, honestly. I was hoping for a slightly better item, but I'm really happy we beat the Fallen. Not only without getting hit, but without ever missing, that just seems outrageous to me. There you go, see? Maybe now you can understand why I thought it was so unlikely. They're key for us. Plenty of red hearts around, so I'm not worried about like our survivability right now. Especially because we just healed. Maybe I picked up a red heart I didn't notice when I teleported, but... Okay, by a spider or something? This is a little dangerous. Oh no! That one hit the ground. Okay. Come back. Get some red hearts. Reconvene. Start over. We need to check out our item room. It's so hard to get out of the habit. What? I shot the poop! Continuum! It's so hard to get out of the habit of just shooting randomly between rooms. But apparently that's something we should be worrying about. That was a surprisingly clutch play there. Because it is causing us some issues. Just keep them on the payroll here until Bug Bomb fires. What does that mean, keep them on the payroll? That's a fantastic question. I didn't really know what it meant as I said it. And that's okay. Okay. Careful about these ones. Apparently we shoot the poop and you have spectral tears or something, it doesn't count, so I guess we'll just wait for our familiars to shoot this poop. And we'll go get this key and hope not to get trapped in here with our own bug bombs. This is a little bit of kind of like a nightmare mode on streak right now. I guess we're going to the cathedral on this one. It might not be Onan, by the way. It might be Onin, like Onin the Barbarian or something, but just try to focus less on the pronunciation and more on not getting fucking killed. K-I-L-L-T, killed. Pills. Not a huge problem. Not my ideal outcome either.
Dude, I have base damage.
I mean, Jar of Flies is real freaking good, but there's no way we can afford it, right? There's like some ways we can afford it. What do we get out of this guy? A black heart? Well, now I don't need to buy the spirit heart. Jar of Flies is such a good item. I'd really, really like to try to swing it if it's at all possible. I have a feeling we probably got an above 50% chance here. By the way, we've really slowed down. I wouldn't rely on boss rush, but I wouldn't rely on boss rush to begin with on a challenge run. It's a little optimistic. All we need is a secret room or, you know, enough payouts here. Probably going to get enough payouts here if we're being realistic. Oh, a rune of some repute. Ansus rune. At least shows us where the secret rooms are. Oh, I fucked it again. Yep, that's 2 fucks. Are we good? We're done. Okay, so we got enough money, though. Didn't even need to place this bomb. Bob's brain. Shit, dog. Really? I think we should take it. We're gonna be charging chocolate milk all the time, but it gives us some way to deal damage that's kind of risk-free. Even though we re-rolled it earlier, I'm gonna take it now. Suppose we could just wait on a room until Bob's brain actually, not Bob's brain, but number 2 actually pays out. Now we have like 40 different ways to hit ourselves. Pretty stoked about that, pretty excited. I don't even remember what I was excited about in our shop. It's Jar of Flies. It's really good. Let's take that. You know, again, makes it easy for us to get through some rooms. Should probably go to a curse room. So we have any HP in our boss room and in our mob trap room. We're gonna get hurt, so we can't go into our mob trap room after we lose the HP here. It's a bit of a catch-22, but that's okay. Alright. Inside of here, we got 2 spirit hearts. More than worth the cost of doing business, without a doubt. We're gonna come over to the side, and we're gonna do our second secret room, because it could be full of red hearts. This Curse of the Maze has been like the worst Curse of the Maze, by the way. It's just like non-stop. It's just like non-stop. The film, it's just like non-stop. The 2009 film starring Chris Pine and Denzel Washington in control of an uncontrollable train that's gone off the rails, but it's still on the rails. It just has no ability to stop. It's non-stop. That's actually not